Hello, welcome. In today's video we are going to learn how to make this puff sleeve with caps for 4-year-old child. In the previous videos we learned how to draft and sew this dress with a collar. So in today's video we are going to concentrate on the sleeve. If you haven't watched the previous videos, don't worry, we'll be leaving the link in the description box below, so please do well to check it out. And also the required measurements for drafting and sewing this sleeve will be left on the screen and in the description box as well. So let's go ahead and then start drafting. So I have here a piece of paper that I've cut out, and I'm going to fold this paper into two. So I'm folding it, and then the fold line is going to be towards me, so it's folded towards me. Okay, so we'll go ahead and then start with our draft. The first thing I'm going to do is to start off with a starting line. So I'm going to just go down a bit and then draw a perpendicular line across. Then the next I'll do is to input my cap height measurement. I'm doing a cap height of 3 inches. So I'll mark it out and then draw a line across. And after the cap height, I'm going to be inputting my sleeve length, which is 4.5 inches. I'll mark it and also draw the line across. Then on the cap width line, I'm going to input my cap width of 5.25 inches. I'll mark it and then connect this mark to the top this way. Then further divide this line into two. So I have about 6 inches here. I'll divide it into two. Then I'll draw a reference line across this line as well, and then go up by 1/4 inch and mark 1/4 inch down as well. The next I'm going to do is to draw in my curve for the sleeve. So this is going to be for the back. So remember that this is also how to draft a basic sleeve for a 4-year-old child. So the next I'll do is also to draw the front sleeve as well. So I'll just connect my curve to the 1/4 inch we marked down, and then just draw in the curves. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to input my sleeve circumference width, which is 8 inches in all. So I'm doing half of that, 4 inches, and I'll reconnect to my cap width mark. So I'm done. This is how to draft a basic sleeve for a 4-year-old child. So the next I'm going to alter this into a puff sleeve and then add in my seam allowances later on. So the first alteration I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this line from the cap width mark down this way. Then I'll go ahead and then cut out this sleeve. I'll cut out the back first, open it up, and then cut out the front. So this is it. This is what it looks like after cutting it out. I'm going to shape the front of this sleeve as well. Just cut the front out and then label it front and then the back, so that I do not get confused later on. The next thing I'm going to do is to draw a perpendicular line on the midsection of this sleeve. So I'll just draw the line. And then I'm going to measure what I have for the back and divide that into 4. So for this I have a little over 5 inches. So I'm going to divide it into 4. Mark it and then measure the front as well. It should be equal to the back anyway. And further divide that also into 4. Then I'll come in with my ruler and then draw the slash lines on this sleeve pattern. So after drawing the lines, I'm going to slash them, but I'll make sure that I don't slash through the armhole area. I'll just leave a bit of space there. So just slash like I'm doing for all the 8 marks we have on this sleeve. I'm going to draw a horizontal line on this new piece of paper and then draw a perpendicular line onto this horizontal line. So this is what I'm going to be having. Then I would spread this sleeve on the perpendicular line we drew, the midsection. So I'm going to be spreading the sleeve by 1 inch on the midsection and also 1 inch on each of the slash lines. So I'll just glue my paper down 1 inch. I'll spread all the slash lines I have on both the front and then the back pattern. So after spreading it by 1 inch on both the front and the back, this is what my sleeve pattern looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and then just even out the edges of this sleeve. So I'll also be adding my seam allowances at this point to the pattern. I'll be doing 1 inch onto the sides of this sleeve and onto the edge of the sleeve as well. And then the part that I will be attaching to my bodice, which is the armhole area, I'll be adding 0.5 inches. Then afterwards, I'll cut out my pattern. So after cutting it out, look at my pattern looking so beautiful. Now it's time to cut on the main fabric. Remember, I've added my seam allowances already. So this is the main fabric. I have already gone ahead to stitch one of these sleeves. It's not completely done though, but this is what we are trying to achieve. So this is it. I'll be adding a cuff or a band to the round sleeve area. So this is my pattern I've cut out. This is one of the pattern pieces. This is my cuff or my band that I'm going to be using to design the sleeve like I've done for this. So this band or cuff, it's 2 inches in width and 10 inches in length. So I just folded the sides of this band by 1/4 inch and then I iron it out. Then I'm going to mark 1 inch seam allowances on both sides of this band. And then I'll set it aside, head to my sewing machine, and then draw gathers on the edge of this sleeve all around this way. I'll be using a gather foot for this. So I'm going to just go ahead and draw the gathers. After drawing the gathers, this is what it looks like here. The next I'm going to do is to place the sleeve, the gathered section, into the cuff or band, and then just fold it. So I'm going to spread this sleeve evenly from one end of the cuff or band to the other end. I'll hold them down with pins, and when I'm done, I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch this down neatly on about 1/4 inch. So after stitching it down, this is what I have here. It's looking so beautiful already. So the next I'll do is to just fold the sleeve this way and then give the center a notch. And then remember the seam allowances we added to the sides. I'm going to mark that seam allowance down, head to my sewing machine, stitch the sides down, and the next I'll do is to attach it to the dress pattern. So we drafted and sewed this dress in a previous video. I'll be leaving the link to that dress in the description box below. It's in full details. Please do well to check it out. So after stitching my sleeve onto my dress, take a look at how the dress looks like. Very beautiful, very neat. I hope you'll give this tutorial a try, and also would love to hear from you in the comment section. So please do well to give us a comment. Thank you so much for making time to watch this video.